My name is Russ Cook and I'm attempting to become the first person ever to run the entire length of Africa. This is where I started, this is where I'm going, and this is where I am now. I've run 4,588 kilometres so far and I've got 10,412 left to go. In this episode, we attempt to leave the DRC, but the roads to the border
it's soft sand.
turn into a maze and I get lost.
Good morning.
Morning, bruv.
It's nearly afternoon. Late start.
Lots to do, man. Lots to think about.
Been talking about a lot of
To
logistics.
strategize.
Yeah. Last day in the DRC.
It is. It was a short trip, but there was enough happened. Oh, I really need a piss. When I get in my head that I need a piss, I can't do anything other than think about I need a piss.
Gonna put in the last, what is it, 38Ks? 45Ks?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get out that door.
Okay.
Sorry, mate.
Yeah. Feeling better?
My brain works now. We're talking about our dream cars, weren't we?
Yeah. Talking about beautiful 4x4s and those big rigs.
Beautiful.
Imagine we just had a beautiful 4x4 and not Nelly. I love Nelly, but
I have a love-hate relationship with Nelly. She ain't made for these African roads, boy.
Let's pile another ton on you and then 400 kilograms worth of them and then just put you on African roads. Yeah.
She was just made for swift up and down the UK road.
Yeah.
Sharing a few people here and
Exactly.
there. And I said, no, you know that gentle life you dreamed of, gone. Do you know this used to be a school bus?
Yeah.
I mean, for little kids. All he ever did was 1 mile there, 1 mile back.
Yeah. That's wild.
So then I took it and said, got different ideas.
Okay. Bye bye. Bang bang.
I started off the day on the beautiful pristine tarmac, but it didn't last long. 5k in, the roads turned to deep loose sand. It was going to be a tough day. A huge part of running is keeping a consistent rhythm, but the sand made this impossible. I couldn't trust a single step, forcing me to work for every one of them. But I battled on to 17k, only to find I'd missed my turning.
Right, we've stopped you at 20k, right?
Nah, not even 17. Going towards the border today.
Yeah, missed a turning,
Missed.
which isn't the end of the world because there's a second one, it's just a bit more urban. And I overheard one of the dudes near us when I stopped being like, telephone, and pointing to you.
Yeah.
So we just decided to move to a location. Unfortunately, there's just loads of military men about just having a gander at the van. Anyway, how's the running been?
Yeah, it's alright. Very hot.
Yeah, very hot. Okay, so back at the scene of the crime.
Back.
Off you go.
Mate, it's actually sort of...
My sweat is dripping down my chin and then onto my crotch.
Yeah, it's wild. Right, my seat is soaking right there.
Holy shit, it's an actual visible wet patch. Cool, so you know where you're going?
Just get my directions up before.
Yeah, cool. Good luck. If for whatever reason you don't have signal when you're expecting to be picked up, just ping us on the sat phone and we'll find you, but I'm sure we will anyway.
Alright, sound. See you in a bit.
See you soon!
I skeeted off quickly, aiming to turn out of the town as soon as possible on my new route. As I headed out of the populated areas, I found myself on more, even looser sand and a confusing mess of trails. We had a route planned, but this turned out to be a maze of crisscrossing rural paths. To make matters worse, in this area, there was no road sign in sight. It was clear crossing the border today was a pipe dream. The boys headed out to meet me, struggling down the difficult roads towards the border. They finally made it to the border post, but there was a problem. I wasn't there. Somewhere in the winding paths, we'd taken different routes and missed each other. Luckily, Harry managed to find signal, and after another 45-minute trek back across some of the worst roads of the mission, we were reunited.
We are here.
Oh, so we are back.
Yeah.
37 today.
Not even that, I don't think it was. I think it was more like 35 or 36. Mate, that was honestly, from a purely running point of view, that was probably one of the hardest days.
Wow, mate, you did how much of it in sand?
Like
60%?
It was tarmac and the rest was sand. Actual deep sand, got sand everywhere. feet all blistered up.
So back to Rwanda last night in the DRC.
It's been a ride, man. This country has been a ride.
It's been rough. We've had Chef and that other little village we stopped at and filmed a section for the documentary.
Yeah, 110 days in.
Ugh.
We'll carry on going.
Got another 220 in you?
Yeah. Honestly, I think at this point we're looking at 300. Pretty certain we're looking at least 300. Which is mad, bruv. Like, it's going to be nearly a year. So long. Such a long amount of time. We've got a few logistical hurdles to jump through in the next few days.
Just a few.
4x4 is probably we're good if we can get that. And that we're also going to try and get 2 new people in as well.
Bigger team, extra vehicles.
Yeah.
It's not impossible. We just got to talk to the right heads.
Yeah.
And we can get it done.
We slept back at the compound for a final night, ready and raring to finally cross the border in the morning.
Hi there, sports fan.
Boy there.
Where are we? What's happening? What time is it?
Yeah. These roads are cuck.
Jared, there's a bit we're about to drive, which is some of the worst road quality we've seen on the whole mission.
So, these aren't too bad. But if you look at this, it's soft sand. Driving in that, this isn't even the worst. It's been deep.
We've tried all 3 of these routes and the right hand one is the easiest. It does eventually link up with the same bit of gnarly shit.
It's a short section.
Okay, we'll be good.
We'll be good.
We'll survive. Right, so what is the plan now? We're on this dusty, shitty road.
Onto the border, we're going to go to Cabinda and then we're going to strategize the best game plan you've ever seen.
One of the very exciting things that I read online about Cabinda is that there's a supermarket with a deli counter.
You got me at a supermarket.
Yeah. How much bread do you think we've eaten in the last week?
Man, my diet is literally bread and Huel. That's it.
Curry.
Honestly, if we didn't have Huel drop in Luanda, I'd have been wrecked, mate. I'd have been wrecked.
No.
Mate, I'm doing like 12 to 1600 calories a day on Huel. Half my intake is Huel.
Yeah. Are the stomps ferocious today? Are they feeling like they're going to be ferocious in
mate,
finishing?
Look at this sand. This sand right here is actually fine. But, like,
Yeah.
It's when you go down and then it's just sandpit sand. You know what I mean? I've got 10k. It should only take no longer than an hour and 10 minutes. Shall I dare to venture out without sun cream?
No. So on that note, let's actually look what the UV index is while we're standing here, and let's let the people know. We are in Mokomazi National Park area. It is 26 degrees at the moment.
No, it's not.
Apparently.
That's
a straight up lie, I'm sure. It is, however, 70% humidity, and the UV index is 8. Very high.
Right,
Patches of skin off.
sun cream on.
Let's go find what Harry's hitting with the machete. Harrison, what are you hitting?
Just the dust off the back. Just like sharp things.
Just gonna leave around the corner now, Harry.
Joe, I want to give a quick shout out to my year 9 French teacher called Miss Gain. She said, you know, maybe you'll use French one day. And I said, when will I ever use this? You wasted my time. And now look at me, proper donkey out here in Africa, can't understand nothing no one's saying to me, thinking I'm getting kidnapped and all these kind of mad shit. And maybe a lot of them would be fixed if I spoke French. Right, bang man. Right.
Cool. Bye bye.
I struggled through a nasty, hot, sandy 20k, passing a checkpoint until we finally made it.
Where are we, boys?
At the border.
Yeah, ma.
It's been a bit of a journey. It was just a challenge, eh?
Yeah.
But we made it. Out of that window is Angola again. And apparently, what restaurant do they have?
They've got Nando.
Nando's, you mean, Harry?
No, without that. It's just the one, Nando.
This border was a nice change from the last few, built up with friendly police. Immigration and customs took their time, but went by smoothly. And we finally got in the van and drove through the gates into Cabinda.
We're heading to Cabinda.
This was even easier, with just 2 offices to visit. And after an hour, we were free.
Where are we, Russ?
Back.
We're back.
Back, baby.
Angola, baby, we doing it.
We're back in Cabinda, we're stamped in.
Nearly 5 o'clock, so I'm just gonna run till the sun basically starts setting, and then we're gonna go get a hotel somewhere.
And some Nando. Just we're gonna get Nando.
A singular
Nando.
A Nando is gonna unreasonably high.
Reasonably high.
The list of things that we need to do in Cabinda is like get a 4x4, recruit 3 people, probably 4 because we've got producer, someone to come in while Harry's away, or you know, and then 2 potentially people with a new vehicle. You know, there's a restructure of like the whole business that kind of needs to happen a little bit as well.
We've got extended visas as well.
Yeah, we've got to extend visas. We've got to get visas for Cameroon. Nelly needs some like mechanical shit done. When you really start adding it up, it's like, fuck, that's a lot of things to do. You know?
Many things to do.
Many things.
Shop at Bang Bang. Enjoy the road. Enjoy tarmac, bro. Bye.
Hey. DRC, what can I say? For a country so huge and diverse, we only really got to see a snippet. When I think about my own experience here, I have to recognise how tough some of these days were, but also how incredibly valuable the lessons I learned have been. To anyone from the DRC watching, I wish you nothing but the best for you and your country. But as always, this party stays rolling and Cabinda awaits.
Right, the day is done.
It is done.
How you feeling about being back here, man?
We are back in Angola, but it's a different part entirely.
Yeah. Apparently the culture's quite different here.
Yeah, we'll see, man. I'm excited to sort out all the bits that we need to sort out.
The no rest days thing is turned out to be impossible.
Yeah.
So we may as well take advantage of that. So what's the plan right now?
Going to a hotel, but Dom.
That English guy that sent money back, he sorted me out a bunch of shit when we were in Luanda.
Yeah.
He's in the city at the moment anyway. Big up Dom.
Big up Dom.
Thank you,
Found us a hotel in Cabinda to stay tonight. So we're gonna go there now. So yeah, we're gonna go get some Sims, get some food, chill out. We headed into the city of Cabinda to a beautiful hotel that Dom had sorted us for the next 10 days and began to plot. The second act of Project Africa was about to begin and we would have to be ready.
Where are we?
We are in Nanda.
In the next episode, we plot the future of the mission, begin to run again, and motor our way into the ROC.